Okay, I'm going to sow some winter salad greens here, like Persian cress, which is a quality premium salad green that grows easily outdoors. As far as that is a little bit in the raised bed, it should not be clogged with in the soil with waterlogged soil, and some spinach, some rocket, and turnip and radishes just for normal use. So let us see what we can do here. This is some Persian cress seed which I have harvested from our own plant that grow in 2017. Now it's now August 2018, and I'm going to sow them. I'll let them go to seed, and now I'm going to sow them. I've already sown this one. I know they're viable. I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, this is the same seed that I've sown here, and you can see they have germinated. Persian cress here, and they're doing well. I'm going to sow them here, but before that I just water. Moisten the soil. I have 2 drills here, and I'm going to sow them here in the bed. The orange tiny seeds are the seeds of the Persian cress. And I do also in this drill. I don't need to winnow it. When you buy it, they winnow it, but I don't need to do it. I cannot really do it. I don't have the time for it. So I just have the dry seed, and I can sow it. That's the seed, as you can see, and I'm growing them between these lettuce plants. I'm going to turn the soil over it lightly, gently. And wait for the nature and the heat and the warmth of the sun to do its job. So I know that these are between these 2 rows of the lettuce. This is a bulb of the hyacinth, and I do the same for this drill. Saving your own seed is so blessed. You get very fresh seed at the same time. You know that they germinate. You don't pay anything for it also. I've decided in one of these beds sow some of this mustard red zest and probably some salad racket, serrata. You'll see. Okay, this is a mustard red zest. I'm opening now the pack. Okay, this is the way the seed looks. The good thing is that I can just sow thickly here, and I will take whatever I want from here. I use it as a nursery bed also. Besides that, it's a permanent bed. I took the plants when they are good size to the polytunnel, planted there. So that's a good thing. The seeds now, you can see them here. These are the tiny round cabbage-like seeds. Seeds of cabbage, brassica, I should say. And the drill is now ready. I just cover it with soil. Now the bed is ready. This drill is ready, and the rest of it is up to the nature. This is the endive, mixed endive, Italian seed, authentic Italian seeds. I'm going to sow it in several of these drills that I've created now in the polytunnel. I've already put some water, so they're moist. And 4 drills I have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in at least 2 of them I will sow thickly some of this endive. Then I will transplant them inside the polytunnel or take it outdoors. It is August, and it's the last chance that I can sow something for the winter, autumn and winter. So I'm going to do this. This is the way the seed looks. Like a tapered cone. These are the seeds of the endive, Italian endive. So I'm going to sow them thickly in that space. Okay, the seed is quite old. I mean, probably. Let me take a look again. Okay, the date is rubbed off, but probably by the August 2015 or 16. But anyway, I'm just using it, just hoping that it will grow. Okay, I've sown in 4 drills, and I'm looking forward to see how they will do. And I'm covering them now, then I will water again on top. It's an interesting thing to see if the old seed actually can grow. I've heard a lot that people say that don't use the old seed, or if the date has passed, it will not grow. I heard that I mean, they found old grains in many ancient places, and they grew. They sowed them and they grew. So I don't understand exactly why this may not be true for our modern seeds. You will see probably they have a real sell-by date, and probably that perception is wrong. We will see. These are some of the seeds that I'm going to sow. They are all from the Kitchen Garden magazine when I bought. I think it was June or July. And the first is Chinese cabbage, Wang Bok. If you can get a good crop of it, is good. They're very popular among the slugs. Then the lettuce marvel of 4 seasons, that's what I will grow. Then kale scarlet, and then salad leaf mizuna. And I will try now just to see what can I do. I don't need much of these things. A few dozens will be enough. And if I plant 6 of these, that will be again something good for us. Okay, I have made my 2 drills, and I will now water it, then immediately sow the seeds. It's going to rain, so I have to be quick. Okay, I'm now watering the drills, and as the water soaks into the soil, I will sow my seeds. Okay, I'm going to sow the kale scarlet, which is highly frost resistant. That's the way the seed looks. The seed is inside the aluminum packaging, so I can put it back if I didn't use all of it. I'm now sowing the seed in around 1 foot of land, and I'm doing it thickly, so I will have some seedlings at least, and I will cover it when it germinates. Okay, it's the lettuce marvel of 4 seasons, deep red outer leaves, and I'm going now to sow this. It looks quite like a cabbage in a way, so this is the time to sow. Hopefully it will grow. This is the way the seed looks. Typical lettuce, yeah, spindle shaped, and these are dark. That means the plant will also be dark colored, like red or something like that. And now I'm sowing it thickly here in 1 foot of the land that I have here. This is the Chinese cabbage Wongbok, the large barrel-shaped heads. Very popular with the slugs, so let us see if I can beat the slugs. Okay, the seeds of the Chinese cabbage Wongbok, very cabbagey look, like our brassica, looks similar, and I'm going to sow them in a thick drill. Some part of it became a little bit thicker and some parts thinner, and I can just transfer them. And in 1 foot of the drill I sow them. Okay, this is a salad leaf Mizuna, and I need this for polytunnel for winter. It really good, grows well. I may try to grow more in the polytunnel this year. So more varieties, that's what I mean. And let us see how it looks. I suspect it's a brassica family, it's a Chinese vegetable. So it looks like the seed looks like all the cabbages, like a brassicas, roundish kind of. Let us see. Yeah, when you look at the brassica family seeds, you will believe that all the plants are from one or two similar ancestors. I'm going to sow this now in a thick drill. Oh, a lot from one spot. It's a bit difficult at the same time holding the camera and then also sewing. So I'm trying just to show you that you can actually take the seeds and put them a little bit, scatter them. Yeah, that's done. Now I'm going to cover all of these 4 drills. So we have now 4 drills of plants. This one is the scarlet kale. This one is the 4-season lettuce. That one is the Chinese cabbage, and that drill is Mizuna salad green. So I'm going to cover them with the, just do it like that. I'm just showing you by hand. You just cover them slightly with the hump, with the excess soil that you have gathered around the drill. Gently. You don't need to tap them. If you want, you can gently tap them, but if you don't do it, it's not something missing. So I'm just doing it now by hand. You can do it with any tool that you have. You can use your hoe, you can use your other things that you have. I'm just doing it simple. Okay, it's done. And the way that we started from this flower. I will end it now into the sky. As you see, dark clouds are coming. They will water our plant. Slugs and the snails are very interested in these seedlings when they germinate. And you may sow your seeds and never see any seedlings coming up. That can be because one slug can ruin a tiny seedling so easily in one night. All of your seedlings will go. You never see any germination. So it's better to use a little bit of the slug pellet if you have not kept your area dry or your area is actually infested with them. So I'm using a little bit of the thinly scattering slug killer. So I try to use a little bit. We are not going to feed these slugs. We want to just deter them or kill them if they come to have a nibble. That's enough. That is enough. Yeah. And hopefully we will have a germination. Okay, I have a pack of plain-leaved 2 parsley from Mr. Fothergill's, and it came with a Kitchen Garden magazine. Packed in the year 2016 and so by the 5th of the June, or no, May of 2018. So we passed that time, but I will try again just to see how it will do. I've prepared a drill with some water inside it to moisten it. That's the way the seeds look, beautiful seeds. Lovely to look at. And I'm going to sow them now thickly in this one less than 1 foot drill, which is here. Okay, now I've sown the parsley, plain leaved number 2, and I will cover them now. I've covered them and I'm now going to give some water. This is a coriander seed from Mr. Fothergill's, and up to 2020 is yet viable. So I'm going to sow it now. And the time for sowing, as it says here, all year, yeah, you can do it indoors all year round. We are in the Polytunnel, and as you can see, it is warm and sunny. I have made a drill here, and the drill is already moistened by some water, and I'm going to show you the seed, then I'll sow them. Okay, this is the way the seeds of the coriander looks. I must say they smell very good. Nice smell. Look at the beauty of the seed. And I'm going now to sow them thickly in the bed. This is all the seeds that exist in that packet. As you can see, in a 25 centimeter, less than a foot bed, I have sown the seeds of the coriander thickly. This side of it is the endive, this side is the parsley, plain leaf number 2, and this is coriander. And I'm using this as a nursery bed. Okay, I'm going now to cover them. And I will water them again. Some of the seeds which have floated, I will put more soil in them, so yeah, looking forward to see what happens.